Good morning students. Welcome to our next class of English grammar. Yesterday we have done some of the exercises based on types of sentences. So some of the sentences we have done in the class. Some exercise I have given you for homework that we will take up on Monday. So today we are starting with our next new topic, that is prefix and suffix. I have already discussed these two topics in my previous video. Just to recall it, what is prefix and what is suffix, let me recall again. Prefix is the word or the letters that we add to the root word or the main word to make a new word. For example, if I say fortune, so now fortune is my main word. If I add miss in front of fortune like this, these are three letters. If I add in front of fortune, that is my root word or main word, what is the new word that is formed? It becomes misfortune. So this way we can form new words by adding the letters in the beginning. So pre means in the beginning, whereas suffix means at the end. So when you add in the beginning some of the letters, they are known as prefix, whereas when you add at the end of the main word, then these are known as suffixes. For example, if I take one example, for example, if I take beauty, this is my main word. If I add these letters IFUL, so these are my prefixes and the new word that I have formed is beautiful. So this way I can form new words by adding prefixes or by adding suffixes. So we'll do some of the exercise today based on prefixes and suffixes so that the concept is clear. The importance of this topic is, number one, you can frame so many new words. It enhances your vocabulary and you also come to know many of the words that are there in the dictionary also. So this way you can just make as many new words. And one more thing that I want to take note of is, when we make words by adding prefixes, there is no change in parts of speech. But when we add suffixes, there is change in parts of speech. Parts of speech, as I have told you. For example, if I write wise. Now wise is what? It's an adjective. But if I write DOM, after this word wise, it becomes wisdom. So it becomes noun. So there is a change in the part of speech by adding suffixes. So this is how adjective is changed into a noun by adding the suffix DOM, and it changes from wise to wisdom. Whereas in prefix, if you add prefix, there is no change in the part of speech. So this one point I wanted to just tell you. So now let us come to your book, that is suffixes and prefixes, chapter number 5. So let's start. Let us see what is there in the bookwork. So now see the very first page, that is page number 29 of lesson number 5. What is there? Read these prefixes or suffixes and their meanings. Then fill in the blanks with the meanings of the new words formed. One has been done for you. So they have given you a table. In the first column, they have given you some prefixes and some suffixes. Then in the second column, they have given you the meaning of these words, that is prefixes and suffixes. For example, by means to, they have already told you. Miss means wrong or bad. Im means not. Means one who. Less, without. Full of. Mono means one, and ology means study of. So these are the meanings of these prefixes and suffixes. Now in the third column, what you need to do is, you need to form a new word and also write the meanings. So they have already formed the new word for you. For example, if we add bicycle, by is already given, so that is before the cycle word we have used the prefix by, so it means a cycle of 2 wheels. So this way, if we take the main word as fortune and if we add miss in front of it, what is the new word that is formed? It is misfortune. And what is the meaning of this word? Misfortune is bad fortune, जिसको हम कहते हैं हिंदी में क्या? बुरी किस्मत. Okay, coming to the third one now. If I take the word possible and add im in front of it as prefix, then what it will be? Impossible. And what is the meaning of impossible? Something that is not possible, that you can't do. So this is how you frame new words. Then if I take the word perform. Now see, perform is to do something, to show something. And if I add er at the end of the word, the main word perform, it becomes what? Performer. So this means one who can perform is the performer. So this way we are adding either suffixes or prefixes to form new words. Then we have less. It is always used as a suffix. If I take a main word pa or power you call and I add less, L-E-double-S at the end as a suffix, what it becomes? It becomes powerless. And what is the meaning of powerless? That is without power. One person who don't have the power, he is without power. We call that person as powerless. So this way you come to know the meanings of the words that you were not familiar with in the beginning. So then you have joy, and if I add full at the end, it becomes joyful. Now what is the meaning of joy? Full means full of. So joyful means full of joy. So this way you can even know the meanings of the words. Sometimes when we read reading comprehension passages, there are many new words in the unseen passage and it is very difficult to know the meaning. So this way, if you break the word, if you see the prefix or the suffix that is added and you know the meaning of that prefix or suffix, then you can easily find out the meaning of that word that is there in the passage. So the next importance of prefixes and suffixes is it also enhances your understanding of the vocabulary. You come to know the meanings of new words. Whatever word it can be, then you can find out the meaning easily. Coming to the next one, monolingual. Now, lingual is the main word. Then if I add mono before that, mono I have already told you. If you know the meaning of mono, that it means one. So this means monolingual means, lingual means what? Language. So it means one language. Mono one, lingual language. So it is one language. Monolingual, if I say Ram is a monolingual, so this means he knows only one language or he can speak one language. So next is zoology. If you know the meaning of ology, that is study of, and zoo we know what are there in zoo? Animals. So it is a study of what? Study of animals. So this way you can come to know the meanings of the words that you haven't heard before. So this means the study of animals is known as zoology. So zoo is the main word here. Ology is added as a suffix to make it zoology, the study of animals. So this way you can form new words and you can even know the meanings of the new words. So I hope this much is clear to you all and it is very interesting. So let us see what is it. Primary words are words that are not formed with the help of prefixes or suffixes. So primary word, that is the root word or the main word that I have already told you, that does not take a prefix or a suffixes. So that is why it is known as main word or the root word. So then on page number 30 in your books, they have given you a list of some prefixes. Then the main word is given, and using the main word and the prefix they have formed a new word. So this table I want you to go through. Then they have given you the definition of prefix. The letter or group of letters added at the beginning of a word is known as prefix. This I have already told you. You can see the examples. Then the letter or group of letters added at the end of the word are known as suffixes. Again, examples are there on page number 30. You can go through it. Then important notes are there that I have already told you. Addition of suffixes usually change the part of speech. For example, they have given the same example, wise, that is adjective. If you add dom as suffixes, it becomes wisdom, that is noun. So this way, this means if we add suffixes, then it changes the part of speech, whereas there is no change in part of speech by adding prefixes. So this is important note. So I hope this much is clear. Let's move on further to page number 31. Now what is it? Complete this table by making 3 words with the given prefixes and suffixes. So they have given you words, that is letters are there. Some are prefixes and some are suffixes. So you have to make at least 3 words out of these prefixes or suffixes. For example, the first one has been done for you. For example, N. Now see, they have used N as a prefix because they have added this in the beginning. For example, they have made ensure. Sure here is your main word. Then they have done enlist to make a list of something. That is, list is your main word here. En is your prefix. Then they have made encircle to circle something, in which circle is your main word and is your prefix. So this way they have used en as a prefix and they have formed 3 new words. So this way you will be doing. For example, in. Now I will take one example, in as a prefix. If I add in come, come is a word that is your main word and together it becomes income. Then if I take inform, form is your main word. If I add in in front as a prefix, it becomes inform, that is to inform someone. So this way I have created from form, I have added in and changed it into a new word and the meaning is also changed. So this way 2 I have done for you and 1 is left out, that is your homework. You are going to do it for yourself in the book. So what I will do is I will take two words of each type, of each prefix and suffix. So whatever is left, the third one you are going to add it to the list yourself as a practice. So this was a second one, this was the first one. So let's see third one now. DOM. So now first we have to see, it could be a prefix or it can be a suffix, dumb. So it is always used as a suffix. For example, freedom. Free is the word which means that something that is out of control, free. So does not have a limit. So freedom. Then one is kingdom. This also you might have heard this word, kingdom. Kingdom is the place where the king rules. So his ruling place is known as kingdom. So this way I have added the suffix dom after the noun king to change it into kingdom. So this way part of the speech is also changed. So this way you will add one more here to make the list complete. Next is the fourth one, IR. So now you have to see just see that if it is prefix, then this dash is given here. If it is suffix, then the dash is given in the beginning. So this means you have to add on the first part. So this means it is suffix. So let us see now IR. Obviously after that dash is given. So this means IR is what? It is prefix to be used. So it can be irresponsible, one who is not responsible. Then I have also taken as irregular, one who is not regular. And the third one is your homework. You will add on to the list. Coming to the fifth one, we have hood. Now the dash is given in the beginning. This means hood is your suffix and we have to add the front part. So this is what I have done is childhood. Childhood hota hai bachpan. So this way I have taken child as my initial part. Then Robin Hood. It's a name. Hood can be your caste. So this way you can form the third one. That is your homework. Coming to the sixth one now, Miss. Now see, Miss is again a prefix. So I have taken it as Miss Fortune. Fortune is Kismat. Misfortune is Buri Kismat. So it is just the opposite of that now. Then misunderstand. So here my main word is understand and I have added miss to make it misunderstand. So it is just the opposite of understand is to know something, you get something, whereas misunderstand, we know the meaning of miss, not. So it is something that is not understood by you. So that is just the opposite of understand. Coming to the next one, meant. Now again it is a suffix. So how you can change is announcement. You have the word announce, that is to announce something. It becomes announcement. Then you have enforcement. Enforce word is to enforce something. किसी चीज पर जोर डालना. And the word changes to enforcement by adding ment as suffix. Next we have tion. Now what is it? Shun. So what you will do is you will add the initial part. Shun is your suffix. For example, participation. This way you will add your tion. Participate is the main word actually, but adding tion I have made it participation. Participate, that is to participate in any of the activity. When you engage yourself in any work, you are active participant. So participation is to participate in the activity. So this way you will do this. The rest too you will find out now. Then we have the ninth one, over. Over, use. Over is your prefix, use is your main word. So together it becomes overuse. Use when you use it something in an appropriate manner, right way. But overuse is when you misuse something. So it becomes the opposite of use. Then one more can be overflow. Flow means the flowing of water. That is your main word. But supposingly water is flowing at its normal speed, but then there is sudden overflow of water. That means the speed increases and the water starts flowing out of the bucket. Then we call it overflow. So this becomes the opposite of flow. So that is overflow. Coming to the 10th one now, we have ness. Ness is again suffix. So it can be kindness. Kind is the main word and I have added ness at the back of the main word to make it suffix, that is kindness. So it is kindness. Then you can have blindness. One who is blind. So that is an adjective that he is blind. By adding any double s, I have changed the part of speech and I have made it what? I have changed it to a noun. So here there is a change in the part of speech as discussed with you earlier. So this way you will write the third one as your homework here only in the table. Two words I have given you. One you need to add on. And then there is 11th and 12th one also that you have to do for yourself in the book. You will make all the three words for number 11 and number 12. So I hope you might have noted it down. You have understood, and rest of the things whatever is left out you are going to do it in the book itself. So let us come to exercise A now on page number 31. So what you have to do is some of the words they have given you and you have to add the suffixes, that is er, r, or, ier to change these verbs into nouns. For example, do, it's a verb. By adding these suffixes you will change it into a noun. So make necessary changes when adding the suffixes. For example, if I take this exercise A, the first one is do. This is your verb. If I add er as a suffix in this, then it becomes doer and it is the noun. So we have changed the part of speech from verb to noun. So this way you will do this exercise. This is your homework. So let me write over here. In the book only you will do exercise number A as your homework. So we will discuss in the next video. Coming to exercise B now, let us see. Fill in the blanks by adding a prefix or a suffix to the words given in the brackets. So let us do this exercise quickly. Nitin was acting in a dash manner. In the bracket they have given you the main word child. Now you have to see the sense of the sentence and accordingly you need to add your prefixes or suffixes. If we see the sentence, Nitin was acting in a dash manner, childish. It is always childish manner means बच्चों की तरह से. So it will take ish as your suffix, that is childish. So we'll change it into childish from child. This way you need to do this exercise. Next see, Samaira looked dash and soon she began crying. In the bracket they have given you happy. If someone is happy, can she cry? No. So what it will be, Samaira looked unhappy and soon she started crying. Happy they have already given you as main verb. What we had done is we have added a prefix un to make it unhappy. So this way we will see the sense of the sentence and we will choose what we have to add, whether a prefix or a suffix. He passed the exam. He was success in the second attempt. He passed the exam. He was successful in the second attempt. Success they have given you. Full you will add to make it successful. The team we supported won the champion. Is it champion or championship? So it is again your suffix ship. Next one, I couldn't find any weak in the theory. It is weakness in the theory. Again suffix is added here. Number 6, there were only a hand of people at the match. Hand of people? No, it is handful of people. So full is your suffix. Handful means very few number of people. So handful. Number 7, the road was too narrow, so they had to widen it. Wide is chauda, but they had to widen it. So it is N is your what? Suffix. Okay, I think you should consider your decision. Consider means sochna, but then if you again consider it, it is known as reconsideration. So I think you should reconsider. So here we have used what? Prefix to make it reconsider. Once a decision is taken, it can be wrong. So you have to reconsider it. Okay, a dash of motivation and hard work is needed to succeed. Combine. It's a combination. So this way, this is your word suffix we have added. Her alarm clock did not go off and as a result she slept. So this means her alarm clock did not go off means it could not be stopped. It kept on ringing, ringing, ringing. So as a result, what happened? She slept? No, she unslept. So this means she could not sleep. This is your what? This is your prefix. Okay, we are happy with the way things are moving. So is it so? Will you do this? We are happy with the way things are moving. No, we are unhappy with the way things are moving. So you need to add here un as a prefix to change it into unhappy. Coming to the last one, his loyal and faithful are really commend. So how will you do? His loyalty, that is an what? Loyalty, noun. Loyal is what? Adjective. And faithful, adjective again. Faithfulness, noun, are really commendable. So it will be his loyalty then his faithfulness, 3 fill in the blanks are there, are commendable. What is commendable? That is praiseworthy, तारीफ के काबिल. So commendable is your praiseworthy. His loyalty and his faithfulness are praiseworthy, that are commendable. So this way you will change. Commendable is your suffix, faithfulness is your suffix, loyalty y is your suffix here. So this way we have changed the part of speech and the exercise is also complete. So next exercise is exercise C. Let's see what you need to do. Match the words or phrases in column A to their opposites in column B. 2 columns are there. One, like they have given you first example, sad, and you have to match the opposite of sad, that is what? Happy. So this way you will do match of the following. Here in please don't draw lines, just number it out. So here, like in front of happy you will write number 1. Second, false. So false, just tell me the opposite of false, what it is. False is true. So in front of true you will write down number 2. So this way you will do first match the columns, then add prefix un to the words in column B to make synonyms of words in column A. So what will you do? After matching the column A with column B, whatever words are there in column B, you will add the prefix un to the words of column B as they have given you in the first. So for example, happy, first one, first you need to match. Happy is done, so you will add un in front of happy, so it will become unhappy. So this way you have done what? You have done the synonym of the column A. So sad is also what? Unhappy. So this way you will get the synonyms of column A. First you will do the opposites, then you will add the un as a prefix to the column B, and then you will ultimately join the words and you will get what? You will get your synonym for the column A. So this again is your homework to be done in the book itself. So I hope you will do this exercise. We will take up in the next video. Then what is exercise number D? Let's come to exercise number D now. In this exercise, fill in the blanks by adding suitable prefixes or suffixes to the words given in the box. So what you have to do is, simply you need to add prefixes and suffixes to the words that are given in the help box above, and you have to form a new word and then fill in the blank so that the sense of the sentence is clear. I'll take the even ones for you as an example, and the odd ones are your homework of exercise D. So I write here odd ones homework to be done in the book itself, but I take even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. So this way I will be taking only the even sentences so that you can practice for yourself. For example, Tim is dash, he never tells the truth. Now, one who never tells the truth, what do we call that person? We call him as dishonest. So in the help box you will be given honest, but we need to add the prefix or suffix, so we will make it dishonest, because we know that one who never speaks the truth is known as dishonest person. So it will be dishonest. This way you have to do this exercise. Coming to the fourth one now. Don't be so dash, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. So if someone asks you, don't be so impatient, I'll be ready in 5 minutes. Impatient means when you are very eager to go out somewhere, when you can't wait for something. So it is impatient. In the help box you might be given patient. By adding im, we have made it impatient. So two things you need to do. First you need to choose the word from the help box, then you need to add prefix and suffix, and then fill the correct answer in the box. Coming to the sixth one now. It is dash to drive under the age of 18. We all know what it is known as when we drive under the age of 18, when you are not even 18 years of age, but when you start driving without your driving license, it is illegal. So that is against the laws of the court. So this way we have framed illegal. Okay, next, coming to next one, that is eighth one. Leela is very dash, she upsets people easily. So one who upsets people easily, why do we make people angry? One thing can be possible, that when we don't speak nicely to them, that is not speak politely to them. So one who upsets people easily can be the impolite person. So this way you will find out the words and change it by adding prefixes or suffixes. 10th one, they dashed the door and went in. Now, when you lock the door, can you come inside? No. So they are saying they dashed the door and went in. What you have to do when you have to enter inside your house? If it is locked, then you can't enter. But when you need to enter, what you will do? You will unlock your house. So this way your 10th answer will be unlock. I am not writing it here since I don't have space, but you can write it in your books. It is unlock. So this way I have done all the even ones, and the odd ones are your homework to be done in the book itself. Then the last exercise is left out of this. Complete this passage by adding suitable prefixes to the words given in the brackets. Again, what you have to do is, some of the words are given in the brackets. You need to see the sense of the sentence, and you need to add suitable prefixes or suffixes to these words given in the bracket and complete the paragraph. So again, this is your homework to be done in the book itself. So again, E part is also your homework, and you will do it in the book itself, and we'll be discussing it in our next video. So this was something about prefix and suffix. I hope now you can make many new words, and there will not be any problem in reading the comprehension passage. Now you can find out the meanings of the unknown words that are there in the passage. So hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.